What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be breaking down some acceleration mechanics for you guys. We're going through some drills that I use to teach acceleration to work on some mechanics, and I am literally breaking everything down. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I post new videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays, so make sure you're subscribed to catch all of them. As you can see here, we are just going through a basic warm-up, just some jogs, some back pedal, shuffling, karaoke, doing some other stretches and stuff. So today I am going to be doing a voiceover, like I said earlier, really breaking everything down. So if you don't want to listen to the voiceover, then you can just mute me, which would be very rude, but that's okay. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys in a sec. Alright, so before we get into the actual drills, I just want to say what the goal of acceleration is, what I look for. So the point of acceleration is getting up to top speed as fast as possible. The sooner you can get into top speed, the sooner you're in your top speed, and that's what you want. So the way we're going to do this, and what I am looking for, is you want your eyes to be looking down. Your body follows your eyes, so the minute your eyes look up, your body is going to come up and you're going to lose the lean that is crucial for acceleration. Another thing you want is your shoulders out in front of your body. That's going to help initiate that lean as well. You want to make sure you are driving your knee forward, you're punching it forward, you're getting full hip extension in the back, and you are stabbing your foot into the ground to be producing horizontal force that is going to be driving you forward. Another thing to pay attention to is having a low heel recovery, making sure your heel is not swooping up towards your butt, but staying nice and low to the ground. Alrighty, so the very first exercise we are doing is thigh pop. So as you can see, I'm working on getting full hip extension and driving that knee forward. When I bring that front leg back, I'm stabbing it into the ground, so everything is producing horizontal power. The goal literally is just pretend you have like a piece of glass in front of you and you're trying to break it with your knee. Get full hip extension, drive your knee forward, and then stab it back into the ground. Next up, we just got a march. So we're working on some more mechanics, working on getting that lean, which is crucial for acceleration, punching your knee forward, having low heel recovery. And what I mean by that is not bringing your heel to your butt when you are recovering. As you can see, Spencer drives his heel to his butt. When you watch me do it, my heel stays low when I am driving. It is almost, my toe is almost going across the grass. Everything is driving you forward, that horizontal power, to move you forward, to get you up to speed as fast as possible. So you can kind of see the difference when we do it. Spencer is not leaning enough. His heel is coming straight up to his butt. No offense, Spence, but you just look really awkward doing this. But then we got some wall drill exercises. This really helps to get your mechanics. And as you can see, when he's doing the wall drill, he has much better mechanics. He's stabbing that foot back into the ground. He's keeping his toe dorsiflex, and that is crucial when you are doing acceleration. You want to keep your toe to the top of your shoe. You want to stab back into the ground. And when you are doing this wall drill, as you're going to see in 1 second, we are doing a switch. So we're doing one pop, the pop with the other leg, and then bringing it back. When you pop with the other leg, and I'm telling Spencer this right now, you want to make sure you get that knee up to hip height. It's not just about the initial leg that's up, but when you switch to the other leg, that knee needs to be up as well. It's all about getting as much range of motion as possible to increase the force that you put back into the ground. So the higher you get your knee, the more force you can push back into the ground because you just have a greater range of motion. So now I put him in the Spark trainer and I told him to do 1,000 steps in this little bit. But you can see with Spencer, he likes to bring his heel to his butt when he is accelerating. Here he gets a little bit better. Everything is driving forward. He's punching his foot sort of straight back down into the ground, but he doesn't get full hip extension, as you just saw when I paused it. Now here I'm just driving forcefully into the ground, not trying to get 1,000 reps in that little bit of distance, but you can just see the difference between me and Spence, and I slow it down in a second. He's not driving, he's kind of like doing a weird leaping thing, whereas for me, every time I put my foot into the ground, I drive it down and I am pushing, or I'm driving off of it. I'm not pushing off my back leg, I'm driving off my front leg. And you can see what that means when you have full hip extension, low heel recovery, my toe is grazing the grass, everything is powerful with that lean pushing me forward. Here I compare the two of us pretty well. You're gonna see me go in a second how everything is producing power forward. The difference between us when my heel stays low Spencer's heel raises up. As you can see in that bottom picture, it's coming up at that initial movement, and what that's doing is slowing you down. Instead of punching your knee forward like mine is, he's bringing his heel up, making that swooping motion, and what that does is you can't get your knee out in front of you, and then it leads to this weird gallop. He's starting to bend at his waist, and he's not able to get acceleration as fast as possible to get up to top speed. When we are accelerating, everything is about producing horizontal power to then get into top speed. Now we are getting into some falling starts because, as I said earlier, Spencer likes to bend. So as you can see here, his heel is still getting a little bit high. It's not as bad as it was with the mechanics. It's getting a little bit better, but his heel still likes to swoop high. That's a really good position right there, but the problem is going to be his next couple of steps right here when his heel swoops, and he's not going to be able to drive his knee forward. He's not going to be able to get positive shin angles, which is what you need, and you're going to see what happens in a second when he's not able to get those right mechanics. So we're still doing some more falling starts. He actually has really good positions off the first couple of drives. His knee punches forward, low heel recovery, but he automatically likes to get into a swooping heel recovery, and that's just going to eventually push him into top speed. So now we are doing some kick-up starts to work on a bottom-down approach. This is because he likes to be upright too soon, so we're working on forcing that lean. As you can see right there, it just looks awkward, and he kind of hurt himself on that, and I'm going to show you why. So when he initially starts off, he does not use his arms, which you're going to see in a second. He's bending way too much. He's not getting into that lean. Right there, he's not leaning, he's bending. And what this is going to do, that cope with his heel recovery straight to his butt. Like as you can see right there, he can't get his knee out in front of him. And when he can't get his knee out in front of him, he's limiting his ability to lean, so he starts to fall over. As you can see, he looks good there, but it's because he's falling over. And it all has to do with that backside heel. As you can see, for me, first of all, I look like a noob when I start to run. It's not horrible, but my range of motion is very limited. And I'm starting to do what Spencer did too. You see that swooping heel in the back? That is what's going to cause you to not be able to get proper acceleration because you're not driving everything forward. Instead, you're bringing your heel up, which is slowing you down. You can't get that knee out in front of you. You're going to start popping yourself up because you can't get that knee out in front of you, and you're not going to be able to go through your acceleration phase. As you can see through these videos and by reading the little notes, when I have that swooping heel, I'm not able to punch my knee. Rather, I'm kind of pushing off that backside instead of driving through the front, and that's going to lead to a whole host of problems. So this drill is awesome to work on pure acceleration, but terrible for mechanics, and it has to do with your eyes coming up. So you want to keep your eyes down low during acceleration because that is going to predict your body position. The minute your eyes go up, your torso goes up and you get into top speed, you get out of acceleration. And you're going to get that vertical shin angle right there, which is not what we want. For acceleration, you need a positive shin angle. You can't have vertical shin angles until you are in top speed. So as soon as that ball comes up, you can see my eyes look up right now. I'm immediately getting into top speed after only about 3 yards. That is still my acceleration phase. I need to be looking down. So for those reasons, this drill is not the best. But anytime you are trying to run from A to B faster and faster, you are going to get a little bit faster. And if you do this drill, you will notice a difference. But don't do this to work on your mechanics. As you can see, literally after 3 yards, I already have a vertical shin. I could get 10 times faster with this drill if I clean up my mechanics. But like I said, this is a good drill to do. Just don't do this if you want to work on your mechanics. But at least I can still play soccer. Alright guys, I know this was probably a lot to take in. Sorry if it felt kind of rushed. I was trying to jam in a lot of stuff in a short amount of time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you got something out of it. If you have any questions at all, please drop me a comment. I swear I will get back to every single one of them. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you check back in to see all of our other videos. Thanks for watching and stay rad.